Hey there everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery. Tonight is Wednesday. I've got this in my way. Tonight is Wednesday and it's about 6:15. I said that I was going to be on about 6:30, but I did get off a little bit earlier than I thought I would, so I am here now. Hopefully some people will come on. I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if they show up. And tonight we're going to use two Dollar Tree items. We're going to use a little bit of leftover yarn, and I used it for something that we're going to do tomorrow night, and this was just my leftover little shavings is what I call them. I'm going to see if it'll work on here. If it doesn't, then we don't have to do that. I'm just going to see. Hey Diana Starkey, it's good to see you. Thank you for being on here. Hey Miss Peggy. Hey Miss Jerry from Spring, Texas. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. I went ahead and besides changing. Hey Miss Bonnie, how are you? And Miss Lori and Miss Deanne. It's so good to see everybody. Thank you for painting the page. I appreciate that. That helps me get my page out there. I appreciate it. Hey Miss June, it's good to see you. Thank you for the hearts, everybody. I appreciate you being here. So I've got all my colors here. I went ahead and used this particular plate that I had yesterday or day before, whenever I was on the last time, on Sunday. Hey Miss Janet. Hey Miss Patty Price, how are you doing? Good to see you. All right, let me get some of these paints over here out of the way. I am going to use some Mod Podge, and we're going to just see if I can Mod Podge some of this on there to give it a little texture. I wasn't real sure if I wanted to just paint it or to do that with it, so I'll just get your opinion. Thank you for painting the page, Diane. I appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and pull my sleeves up. We know how I am. I make a terrible mess, and I don't want to get it all over me. I do have my heat tool ready and everything, and I've already, let me put this, I'm going to need some black too. I didn't get the black on here or the white, but we'll worry about the white later. It's last anyway. Hey, Miss Pat, it's so good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, so I have my Dollar Tree oval or egg-shaped egg, flat egg from the Dollar Tree. I did cut this on my saw. No white shows through. Do both so no white shows through. You're talking about, yeah, I'm going to be painting this anyway. So this is the chick, okay? I did cut it like part of it here. I cut it like a big thick piece. It was further out than this. Thank you, Kathy, for painting the page. And I also took the beak off, okay? We're not going to have this a side going chick. The chick has a face on here, and it kind of looks like it's turning its head like that, okay? So that's what I did. I went ahead and left the feet on here. I thought that it would be cute. Hey, Miss Rose Anderson, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. I'm doing well. Hey, Miss Patsy. All right, talking about your yellow fluff and yellow paint. Oh, I'm going to be painting it yellow. I'm not going to paint it white or leave it white. Yes, I drew the face on. That's the little face. Okay. I did do that. Yeah, I'm going to paint it with yellow in the background. So I am going to do that. It's not that I'm not going to paint it at all. I'm going to paint it. And I'm going to do the egg. We're going to do 3 different colors here. And I think I'm going to do those first because this blue is almost gone. So I don't want it to dry out. Thank you, Miss Pat. Thank you so much, Miss Rose. I appreciate you. All right, so let me see here. Let me do the blue. I want to do the blue right up here, and then we'll do pink, and then we'll do kind of a green color on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do the blue. I kind of sanded this a little bit. It's not perfect or anything, but I am going to get the sides just because it's the egg, and I want it to look like it's a whole egg on there. I'm going to attach both of them. But I want to make sure I have enough blue, so I want it to be on the top because this is getting down to the nitty-gritty on this blue because I like it so well. I'm going to have to make sure that when I go to the store that I buy some more. Please share the live. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate anybody who sprinkles me out so I can be on a lot of different pages. So I've got it both right to the edge here where the egg kind of goes up a little bit, and then we're just going to do the blue. I'm just going to take this and we're just going to go down where I have the line already drawn. I have plenty of blue, it looks like, for this. So I'm just going to keep going. It is raining outside. I don't think we're supposed to get like thunderstorms or anything like that. I think it's just supposed to rain, so hopefully I won't lose power or anything. If I do for any reason, I'll try to come back on. If, you know, it doesn't come back on, I will try to get on my phone and tell everybody. But hopefully we won't have any problem. Alright, let me see. I'm going to just try to get on the line here. And then we color in like we always color. So there's the blue, okay? And then I'm going to go with pink, just because I think pink will look pretty in between. Let me get these out of the way. I needed to get some more water and I didn't do that. I had plenty of time and I didn't do it anyway. So let me use this one, so I can do my pink. Alright, so now I've got my pink here. And we're going to go, since I'm right-handed, I'm going to hold it like this and then go down right next to the blue. So let me see, we're going to do the sides first. This is going to be onto the chick. So if it goes over the side and the back, it does not matter. And hopefully you can get these at your Dollar Tree, so if you want to try this. And I'm just going to keep going right next to the blue and paint that. I just want this dry. So we'll do the chicken second. I'm kind of going into the blue. There we go. So I've got it right there next to it. Kind of looks salmon color next to it, but it is pink. Doesn't look it, does it? Alright, so let me see. I'm going to hold it this way, and we're just going to go right at the line where I already have it, and I'm just going to pull it this way. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let me see if I can do it in one fell swoop here, but I can't because it's too wide. I'm going to try to go right at the line. I don't really want to see the line. Let's see here. And then let's see here. Have to do 2 of them. And then these have little wood, it looks like wood. I'm going to do it this way. There we go. Alright. So, there is the pink. So we've got blue and now we have pink. Thank you. I think it's a pretty blue too. But I like it. There's not very much of it left. I've just got a tiny bitty bit. Now I am going to use some other colors. Hopefully I'm going to use a darker blue right on this just a little bit to give it a little bit of dimension. You don't have to do that. And then I've got kind of a teal looking color for the green. So I'm going to try to do the same thing to this. Right up against, butt up against the pink, and do it like that. I've got a little piece of material or fuzz or something. Alright, so I'm going to try to do this again. Right up against here. You don't want to see the lines where I've drawn them with the pencil. You love the Easter colors. They do look Easter, don't they? Nice, pretty pale colors. Alright, let's see. We're going to have to do this one in 2 because it's too thick. And this one is not, so I can do it in 1. And then we've got this little bitty bit here. I kind of went up on the pink just a little bit. All right. So now, let me go over the bottom here. All right, so there's the green, okay? So we've got blue, we've got pink, and we have green. And I'm just gonna let this sit. Let me make sure this is on the side here. I gotta do it, huh? I didn't do the pink either on this side. Get ahead of myself. I did it on one side, not the other. All right, let me see if I can do it with my finger. It's just this one little area. No sense in having to get the color off there. There we go. All right, so there. Now I'm gonna set it there so it'll dry. We don't have to worry about that. Let me get one of my little thingies here. What color is that blue? It is Cloudless. Cloudless by Apple Barrel. Very good blue. And it seems even brighter than it is. To me, it looks lighter on the paper. But you can make it lighter by putting some white anyway. We'll worry about putting the secondary coat after we get that all dry and everything. Let me get one little piece of paper towel. Got out of paper towels. All right, so now we have our chick, okay? I did cut this portion off. I want to do a little bit of light sanding right here, just on the side. I left the feet because I thought it would be cute on the bottom of the egg, like it's got going through the bottom of the egg. Hey, Cynthia King, thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. Thank you for sprinkling. Yeah, Cloudless. All right, so this is where the little hole is. Okay, and I took some little spackle and I filled the hole in because I didn't want it to show through. So when I paint everything, it's going to be covered up. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. All right, I'm trying to get all the water out of my brush because I've got this brush, okay? Same brush. Since we're going to be covering this with yellow, you do not have to cover this part. You don't have to paint on here. Hey, Texas Breeze Creations, how are you? Thank you for coming on here and watching. So I'm not really going to paint this area because it's going to be covered up with the egg and you don't have to waste your paint, okay? So I'm going to do it just right in here. I'm just going to eyeball it because I don't know exactly. We just go down a little bit. And I've got this. This is a light yellow. It is called Sunny Day by Apple Barrel. So that's what we're using. And I think that this is good enough. Just right in here, I'm eyeballing it. We are going to use some of the gold color, which is King's Gold. I use that a lot for the yellow. So we're going to go around the face here because I've already drawn that on. We don't want it to be where it's difficult to paint. So I'm going to go around the face, around the beak, and around the eyes. So I'm doing it like I always do it. I'm just going right under there. And I'll show y'all, all right? So there it is so far. Okay, it looks really bright. It is not that bright at all, okay? But we're gonna get close to the eye here. And you can use a smaller brush if you want to. This is just gonna take less time by doing it this way, but we are probably gonna cover it up, like I said, with the yarn, and we're gonna see how that works. Because I just kind of was sitting there last night thinking, what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna paint this? Which it'll look cute painted, okay? You don't have to do anything else but paint it. Or you can do yarn and not even paint. You don't have to paint any of it. But let me get really close here. I'm just so used to doing things that I can do pretty much anything with a big brush, even if I think I need a little one. I'm going to get just a little bit closer right there. Alright, then I'm going to go right like this. Okay, and then we're going to go, now I'm going over the eyelashes because we know we can put eyelashes anywhere we want to, so you don't have to worry about that. Yellow feathers. I do have a boa sitting here because I kind of thought the same thing, Miss Pat. But I think I want to use the yarn. It's going to make him look fluffy. Alright, so here is the yellow. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the orange for the feet. And I've got two different shades here. I may just keep the yellow on here. Let me try to get most of it out. Thank you for the hearts. So I've got a bright orange. Okay, I'm leaving the yellow inside the brush. I took part of it off. We're going to take this whole thing and we're going to paint it the orange color, and then we're going to take a darker color and we're going to go over it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just paint the base coat, and I try to do a lighter color for the bottom. I know this seems like a bright color, but it's a lighter shade of the orange. So I'll show you. Let me get all that done. Alright, just get all that extra off, because you're going to see the feet, okay, at the bottom of the egg. Let me see. Take one of these for drying and one of them for dabbing it on there. So let me get all that out of the way, all my brushes. Alright, so we're going to dry this, okay, because I don't want any of this to have wetness on it. So when I put everything on there, let me get that blue out of the way. It's about empty. I'm going to dry this. Dry the feet. Now I've kind of got, I don't know, this is kind of dark, but it's not as dark as the other one. I've already got it on here. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so what I want to do is you want to put a little bit of water in your brush, okay? You don't want an extreme amount, but a good bit. And then you're going to take this and go on the edge of your paint, okay? So you see that little line right there? That's the edge of my paint. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is take this and we're going to go to the bottom of the chick. Okay, and here is the dark. Do you see the dark and the difference? And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take this and we're going to go on this side. I'm trying to be careful so I don't pull that down. You can do it with a smaller brush, and really I should. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to get the smaller brush because it's a little bit easier. Alright, so I did the half on there, or a little bit less than that, but we're going to go on the edge. And if you have not enough water, then it won't spread very easily. So I'm doing the same thing on the other side. I just flipped it over when I got up there. So you want it to give some dimension to the feet. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. We're just going to go right where the lines are that I put on here, because this one is in front. Okay, so you'll see this part. See how you can see the difference? And then we're just going to keep going. Put a little bit more water on there so it'll be easier to move. I did put a little bit more paint because you want it to show up well enough. And the same thing here. We're just going around the edges. And I'm going to do this right here to make it a little bit darker. I know this is little chick feet, but they look like duck feet. But we're going with what they gave us, so we're just dealing with it. All right. Let's see if I can smooth this out just a little bit to make it a little thicker there. There we go. All right. Same thing with this. I'm just gonna, there we go. All right, so this is the feet. Okay. So it just makes it a little cuter, right? All right, so let me take all of that orange out of this. I guess I could have done the beak. Let me go ahead and do the beak since we've got the orange. Now I'm just going to get it right at the edge right here. We're going to do the same thing with the dark. Whoops. Too much, too much. Got the dark on there already. All right. You want to do all of your painting first and then put your pieces on there of the yarn, because you don't want to have to go back and paint and try to go around that. It just would be more difficult. So I'm going to take this and I'm barely touching this. You can do it with a pointy brush. I'm just doing it with what I have so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Trying to get here, and I'll show it to you as soon as I finish this little edge right here. And one of my sides of my brush is not very good, so I had to flip it over so it would look better. All right, so this is the little beak, okay? Now we will need a little bit of red too for the tongue, and a little bit of brown, which I have on my plate. And what I'm going to do is first get this thing off of here. Honestly, I'm constantly messing with these things. All right, so oh my goodness. All right, let me get this one off of here and then we're good to go. All right, but one side's better than the other. Don't forget the blush. You got that right. I got it right here. All right, let me put it out here so I don't forget it, okay? So let me get the dark and then we're going to go around the edge, okay? So this is going to be kind of not all the way to the end. And we're just going to kind of make him, it's looking like little lips, but it's really not lips, but we're going to say lips, but it's not lips. Eyelashes, I'm going to put some eyelashes on it, Miss Rose. For sure. We're going to do all that. And I haven't decided how much of the chick that I want to do. All right, let me do this side and then I'll show it to you. And then we got the under lip here. All right, so there it is. Do y'all see the difference between the two tones? Hopefully that real ones. Oh, real lashes. I do have some somewhere. I don't know what I did with them though. It won't be today, probably. Everybody loves chicken lips. That sounds so funny. Oh my goodness. I do want to do green. I think I'm going to match the green that is in the egg for his eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with this little bitty paintbrush that's seen better days, but I still use it. But I think this way it'll match the egg. And they're green, it's just a teal green instead of, or a seafoam green, I don't know, it's kind of both. Woo, went over into the white. But we know we can fix it, okay? So let me get all the way around here. Okay, there's one eye. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. And we're gonna do it this way. And I kind of just sketched this on here, so it may not be perfect. Let's see. I was watching TV last night while I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do. Try to prepare, because Craft Around the Clock's tomorrow night. And I had to come up with something for that. And it's gonna be chicks too. But y'all see. All right. So there's the green for the eyes. Hey, Miss Terry. I don't see Miss Terry, but hey, Miss Terry. Because I see Pat saying, hey, Miss Terry. All right. So let me get the red. We got to have a little dab of red. So I'm going to put that right here. I always put too much on here of everything. And we do have to have white. There you are. I see you now. All right, let me grab a little bit of white because I know I'm going to need it. Just a little bit. All right, so what I'm going to do is take a little bit of white and a little bit of red. We're going to mix them, and we're going to make little tongue. And I'm just going right where the tongue is. Like that, which you can't hardly tell anything yet, but you will, okay? So I'm going to get a little bit more red, because you want a little red in here, but I'm going to mix it. All right, just like that, okay? Now we're going to take red and brown. Okay, we're going to mix those two together. That's for the back of the mouth. So we're going to do it underneath the beak. And I want a little bit more brown because you don't want it to look red. You want it to look more brownish. So we're going to do it that way. I'm going right on the line. I don't know where I learned that from, but somewhere. Along the way, you kind of learn little tricks here and there. You don't want it to be just brown. It's got to be red-brown, like the inside of your mouth. All right. There we go. Now let me fix it, because it looks funny. It's not all mixed together there. But you don't want it red and you don't want it brown. You want it red-brown. All right. So there is that, okay? But you want a little bit of black on the back. With that yellow duck behind you with the feather wings. Oh, love it. I don't know what I said. Thank you. Talking about this one right here, or this. There's more than one back there. All right, so I'm going to go right underneath. We're going to put a little bit of black. And we're going to take most of it off. And we're going to pull it down. So it looks like the back of the mouth. And you pull it down. All right, so there it is. Okay, thank you, LaDonna. Appreciate it. All right, now I'm going to take a little bit of black, and we want it to be very thin. Okay, so I'm going to roll my brush into the black so it'll be very pointy, okay? We want to take it and go around the tongue, but ever so slight. Okay, and then I'm going to do the inside of the mouth too, just the outside line. Okay, because we don't want to do too much, but you want to be able to tell that that's the inside of his mouth. So let me do that real quick and I'll show you. All right, just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take the black because I already have black on here, and we're going to go on the inside of the eye. This big old black ball in the middle is the eye. So let me do that, and then we'll do the white. And you can get a bigger amount. You just got to be careful here. I want to get right to the edge. And right to the edge over here. You want a perfect little circle, or try to be. Okay, so here's one of the eyes. And we're going to do the same thing right here. Now I'm trying to get to the edge here. Try to get some of the extra paint off if you do too much, which I did. All right. Now I want to go with the dark yellow, and I think, I really want a medium-sized brush. I'm going to see if this one will work right here. Thank you for the little chicks and the hearts. Thank you so much. Hey, Robin. All right, so I'm going to take the gold. This is the King's Gold now. I'm going to take this brush and put some water on it, and then we're going to go to the edge here. I've got my finger in the white. That's lovely. All right. We're going to go around the mouth and around the edge. Boy, this is not a good brush. Let me see if I can get close enough. It's not too bad, I guess. And then I'm going to go on the top of this as well. Go right here. Need a little bit more water. It's not wanting to flow good. You gotta be real careful up against the eye there. I'm also gonna go up underneath the eyes. This is a horrible brush. I can't do it anymore. Gotta get this other one. Same thing right here. And it looks cute just painted on here instead of doing anything, but we'll see what it looks like. All right. So here's the bottom, and we're gonna go around the eyes as well. Somebody leaving? Hey, Miss Connie. All right, I'm going to turn it over because y'all know I'm right-handed. So I'm going to turn the brush around and do right here at the edge. We're going to go right here. Being very gentle. Okay, and I'm going to do the other side as well. Try to do it right here. Then I'm going to turn my chick. All right, so there's the chick. And we're going to do the white in the eyes next. And I'm going to do that with a smaller brush. I'm going to try to do it with this brush, but we'll see. We might have to do it with a little bitty one. Let me see. I'm going to go around the green first. Try to. We're going to outline this in black. We'll get to the edge right here. So here's one. Okay. We're going to do the other side next. Hey, Miss Margaret. It's good to see you. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Hope y'all have had a good Wednesday. I'm normally not on Thursdays, but I will be this week with Craft Round the Clock at 6:45 tomorrow night. And I'll be on Friday at 7 o'clock instead of 6 like I normally am. And I'll be on Saturday at 7 p.m. as well. All right. Now let me see. I'm going to dry this a little bit. Thank you for painting the page, Miss Margaret. I appreciate that. And we're going to take some black and go around the eyes and make the eyelashes. We just want to make sure that we dry this really well. I do have a full schedule this week. I'm probably going to be tired come to the end of it for sure. All right, so I'm going to take the real pointy brush, okay, and we're going to put some black on the brush. I want to make it very pointed. And we're going to take this and go around the eye. And I'm going a little bit thicker on the outer edges than I am on the inner edges. So give me just a minute. I have to hold my breath sometimes. to get it the way I want. Now we're going to go around this, and it's going to be a little bit less. All the way down to here. Same thing on this side. And we're going to go a little bit thicker on the outer edge. Just like this. All the way to the edge here at the bottom. I've got to go in just a tad. And I want them even, so hold on. All right, now I'm going to do the eyelashes, okay? So we're just going to come out here. You want to push down a little bit and then flick. Push down and flick. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And I really need to, I did 4 over here, so maybe I need to do another one over here. Aww. Now I'm going to do a little line right here for the eyebrow and a little line right here for the eyebrow. Oh, how cute. Look at her. She's cute, isn't she? Oh, 9 inches plus ice. Where's that at? No. Hey there, Opa. How are you? It's okay. I understand. We got things we got to do. All right, I'm going to go around this green with the black, I think. But I want it just a little bit. Lord, let's see if I can do it. All right, so I did this one. Okay, and I'm going to do the other one. Getting storms right now, like water storm or snowstorm. Tanya. All right, so there's the little eyes. Thank you for painting the page. Just snowstorm. I don't want any snow. No, we done had enough. Our one day was enough. All right, now I'm going to do this. And then we're going to take this and go above here. Because I want to be able to see it good if I put that fuzzy stuff on there. let's see. I'm trying to do it very lightly. That worked. Let's see. All right. Now, there it is. Okay. Now we're going to go around the edge with the dark. I didn't finish that, so let me try to finish that. We started and then didn't finish. So I just want a little bit of dimension right there. It's going to be covered. Now let me dry everything because I'm afraid I got to put a white dot in the eyes as well. And then we'll see if we can put this on there. Dry, 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 dry. I don't want to accidentally cover anything. All right, let me see which side. All right, this one. All right. And I'm just gonna do some like this in there. You're not really gonna see it. All right, now we got to put the cheeks on there. We know we got to do that. Let me dry. Thank you for the stars and the hearts too. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Peggy. All right. So this is what it looks like so far. Okay. She's cute. Thank you, Miss Connie, for those stars. You're so sweet. All right. What was I going to do? Okay, the white. Let me get this brush. And we're going to just dip this in here. A big dollop. Okay. And we're going to put it right here. And I try to move it just a little bit to get some of it off. Just roll it like that a little bit. And we want to put a little bit, although I got too much on there, like this, and like this. Okay. And I'm going to do, after I get that fuzz off, a little bit in there. All right, so there it is, right there. Now, let's get the egg. We're going to let Chickadee sit right there for a sec. And we're going to get a navy. And if I can find the green. Now, I've got a bright pink too. Let me see what we can do. Making a mess. All right, let me see. Now, I just want a little bit, so I'm just getting a little on here. All right, we got the navy. And let me get a brush. And I'm just going to stick that in there. We're just going to go on the edge. I don't want a whole lot. Just a tad bit more right here. All right, kind of like that, okay, just on the edges. And then I'm going to go in between just a little bit right here, right at the pink. And you don't have to do this. I just wanted to do a little bit. All right, so that's that. Now for the green, I don't know. Let me get my pink first. Definitely have to watch replay. You have both of them? Yeah, you'll have to watch so you can do it. For sure. Let me get the blue off because we don't want the blue and the pink. Getting all the water out. Then we're going to get the bright pink and we're going to go on this side. Just going in between, right at the line there. And I kind of like it going into the green just a little bit. It makes it darker right there. Kind of liking the edge. Let me do this one too. And get just a tiny bit. Just do the edge a little bit. And go up underneath here. Like I said, you don't really have to do this part. Alright, so there is the pink, okay? And then we're going to do some kind of green. All I've got is this, I don't know. Let me see. I don't have a dark green. What did I do with that? Didn't I have a dark green the other day? I don't guess it really has to have it. We're not going to do it because I don't have one sitting here. So, what is that color? It's English Ivy. This color, and I don't think that looks good on there. Let me see what it looks like. I know, I would need to do the paint class for the eyes and stuff. I just haven't done it yet. Let me just see if I can put a little bit on the bottom here. Ooh, I don't know if I like that green. Let me see. Maybe if I smooth it out a little more. Ooh, I just don't know. But let me dry it and see if it looks better. We're going to leave it that way anyway. Okay. Now, it's pretty much dry. I'm going to take my chick. Let me move this out of the way. We don't want to get paint anywhere. And we're putting this here. I might not have it all the way painted enough. Alright, let's see. And I wanted it to be on the side, kind of. See how it's kind of coming out the side and the feet are right here? So it's kind of coming out sideways, okay? The color's good. It looks okay, I guess. It's not too much like the same color, but it's okay. So, just looking at this, I do need a little bit more of the yellow. Hold on. I missed just a little bit. My guesstimation was not great. So, there we go. Thank you. Alright, so I've got this, okay? I don't know how. It's just leftover pieces of yarn, okay? So what I thought was to put it on here, and I don't know, I'm not going to cover the entire face, but maybe do the body in that. So we can use Mod Podge. I've also got to put the blush on there. All right, so now we got that. All right, so let me see. We're going to see what it looks like. Lord have mercy if it don't look good. Let me get that bad brush. We're going to use that for this. So let me just see. We're going to put a little right in here. I'm just going to kind of go just like this. We're not going to do the whole body. Let's see what we can do. And this may not even look good. But we're going to go for it because I wanted to see what it looked like. We're just going to do the body and leave the... We might put a little bit up at the top. Alright, let's see. You think this will hold this? I don't know. See, some of it's bigger than others. I had cut off a lot of pieces. I didn't want it to be a whole piece. I wanted it to be some of these I had cut off. Let's see. Oh, it's kind of cute. All right, let's see. Let me do this. Put one there. I don't want the big old pieces. I just want some little pieces. Let's see. This is that fluffy yarn that I had bought that I'm going to do bees with, but I thought it looked like a chick too. So we're going to see. Oh, it kind of is cute. Okay, let's see. Oh, how cute! Look. Okay, hold on. Let me get it just right. Goodness. Oh, look at it. That's cute, huh? Hey, Melissa Caldry, how are you? Alright, I think I'm going to put some on his head, because I think this is too bright for that. So let me do a little bit. Let me find a bunch of little pieces. I don't like these with the long piece in it. It doesn't look as good. Alright, let me see. Here, we'll just use my finger. Then this will tie in a little bit. We'll put a little bit down a little bit. A little bit down a little bit. Little. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, how cute. So cute. Okay. Let me get a little bit more. One little piece or something. Here's a little one. Let me see. A little bit right there, a little bit right there. I just want a little bit more. cute, huh? I like it. Now let me get it glued together. So I'm going to use my glue here, my hot glue. We're going to put a bunch right in here. I need another stick. Goodness, how cute. So cute. Alright, I think I got it. So here he is. Isn't he cute? Thank you for sprinkling. Peggy Ping Pong. What does that mean, Miss Pat? I missed something. I'll have to go back and read. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the stars, everybody that gave them. I just saw. Thank you. See, and he's got his little feet here too, so it's coming out the egg. So I think he's cute. He turned out pretty cute. I like that fuzzy stuff on there. That would be cute just to cover the whole thing if you didn't want to do a face on it, to me. But he's so cute. But I like him. But tomorrow night we're going to do chicks again at 6:45 on the channel. It'll be on my page as well, but it'll be on Craft Around the Clock. Hey, Miss Linda Cox, thank you for being here. And Carol, thank you for being here. Oh, it was a star party. Thank you, Miss Pat, for the star party. Thank you, Miss Connie and Miss Dreama. Y'all are so sweet. But hopefully y'all do this. I can try to do the face, and if you want to do that on your chick, then you can do it, but you'll just have to take some kind of cutter to get the beak off of it, because I cut the beak off so it wasn't going to be in the front, and on the side, because I didn't want it to be like that. I wanted it to be like this. It's okay, Miss Dreama. I know I haven't eaten yet myself, so I've got to eat something too. But y'all have a good evening. Anybody that watches, thank you, Diane. You're so sweet to give me some more stars. If you are coming late, then please hashtag replay and let me know where you're from if you're new, and I will say hello to you. Thank you for being here and watching me do my little chick and my egg. I hope y'all enjoyed this. You're going to search your stash. I'll try to post this. I'll get them to do something so I can post the face on Hummingbird Crafters. It won't let me do it on my page, so Hummingbird Crafters is where it'll be. So if you haven't joined that, please join Hummingbird Crafters. You can put your own spin on something. Yes, a template for the face. And I'll do that. Okay? So y'all have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow night at 6:45 on Craft Around the Clock. Y'all have a good evening. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much for being here.